Welcome back to SQL full course tutorial. Here in this lecture we will discuss SQL Server data types. These are the most common data types that are used in SQL Server. There are many other data types, but most commonly used data types are these three: string data type, numerical data type, and date and time data type. There are various string data types. First one is Karen. Karen is used for fixed length character strings. If the value we enter is less than the value specified here, then the SQL Server pads it with spaces. For example, country code char2 means country code can hold up to 2 characters. It can hold up to 8,000 characters. Means we can specify up to 8,000 characters here. This char data types are generally used for country codes, gender, state abbreviation because this type of information is generally of fixed length. Char data type does not support Unicode characters. The next one is varchar data type. Varchar is used for name, email ID, address, and also cities, product names. Means this varchar data type is generally used for information where the character length varies. It can also hold up to 8,000 characters. For example, employee name varchar 100 means employee name can be of 10, 12, 20 characters length. So we use varchar data types because it only uses the storage needed for the actual data plus over small overhead. Means if we specify like if the character length we specified here is 100 and the employee name we enter is of 10 characters, the 90 or 90 or some less than 90 is generally free space. We can use that space for something else. The varchar max is also a variable length data type. Generally, it is used for storing large amount of data. Means the information like articles, logs, description, comments, etc. It can hold up to 2 GB data, and it does not support Unicode characters. If we want to store multilingual data in Unicode, we will use nchar for fixed length, and for variable length we will use nvarchar. Multilingual data means data in different languages, like names in multiple languages, addresses in multiple languages, and international applications type document. Or we can, for long data, we will use nvarchar max, like for storing documents, user comments, etc. in multiple languages. To insert this type of data, we will use n before entering the actual data, like n in single quotes namaste. It is in Hindi. There are various numerical data types which we can use to store numerical data. First one is bit. Bit stores Boolean values like 0 or 1. If the value is neither 0 nor 1, it stores null. It can store 0 or 1 only. It can be used to show the status of the user, whether the user is active or not. Next one is tiny_int. This stores very small whole numbers which ranges from 0 to 225. It can be used for storing the age. And the next one is small int. Small int stores small whole numbers which ranges from minus 32,768 to 32,767. Now it can be used for values like years, etc. And the next one is int. This is the most commonly used data type which we use. This stores standard whole numbers and it can be range from these numbers in negative to this number in positive. We can use it showing the employee ID. And the next one is big int. Big int stores very large whole numbers which ranges from this value to this value. This is a very large value and this can be used for storing large values like transaction ID. Now the next one is decimal data type. Decimal data type stores exact fixed point numbers best for financial calculation. It can be used for salary, discount, rate, etc. And it can store up to 38 digits. For example, salary decimal 10, 2. Salary is of decimal data type where 10 is the maximum number of digits out of which 2 is the digits after decimal. Decimal and numeric data types have P and S. P means precision and S means scale. Precision means total number of digits and S means digits after the decimal point. Like in this example, decimal 10, 2. 10 are the total digits. We can see these are the 10 digits, and out of this 10, 2 are the digits after decimal point. So these are the 2 digits after decimal point. Next is small money. Small money stores currency values with 4 decimal places. It stores from this number to this number, and it can be used to store budget values. The next is money. Money stores larger currency values with 4 decimal places. It stores numbers from negative this number to positive this number. It can be used to set data types of revenue. The next is real. This real is an approximate floating point number with lower precision. About 7 digits of precision it can have. It can be used to store temperature type of data. The next is float. Float is also approximate floating point number with higher precision. It can store up to 15 to 16 digits. It can be used for storing scientific values. For float and real. Actually, they are designed for scientific calculations. So very small rounding differences are acceptable in float and real. That's why they are not fixed point numbers. The next category is date and time data type. First one is date. It stores only date and no time. It ranges from 111 to 31/12/1999. For example, 29/6/2026 means day, month, and year. The next is time. It stores only the time of the day. The precision ranges from 0 to 7 fractional seconds. The range is from 0 to 23, 59, 59.7 times 9 seconds. For example, 14 hours, 35 minutes, and 20.1234567 seconds. The next is date time. It stores both date and the time. Here we can see the date ranges from this number means 1753 to 4 times 9. It is different from this date. We can see it ranges from 111 to 3112 and 4 times 9. Now it stores both date and time part. For example, 29/6/2026. This is the date part, and time is 14 hours 35 minutes 20.99 seconds. The next is small date time. It stores date and time with minute precision, and seconds are always 00. It ranges from 11/1900 to 6/6/2079. For example, this is the date part and this is the time part. We can see second part is always 00. The next is date time 2. It is the latest one and it ranges from 111 to 31/12/1999. It is same as of date data type. Here we can see, for example, this is the date part and this is the time part as in date time. The next is date time offset. It stores date, time, and the time zone offset. That offset ranges from -14 to +14. For example, this is the date part and this is the time part and this is the offset. This time offset is 5:30 is Indian time offset. For different time zones, there are different time offsets. And if the application uses users from different countries and you want to the exact time instant of an event, so in this case, date time offset is the best choice. That's all for this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and press bell icon to stay updated with upcoming SQL videos. Thanks for watching and I will catch you in the next video.